Today is a red letter day in Indian legislative history, particularly in the criminal legislation, because till yesterday night we were implementing the colonial laws. Colonial in the sense, these laws were enacted for us in the British Parliament, and these laws conform to the morality prevailing at that time in Victorian England. Victorian England means when Victoria was the queen. They decided what constitutes a crime in India. It was not us, it was not our thinkers, it was not our public intellectuals who decided what kind of conduct constitutes a crime in India. They decided. That is why there are several laws which are not in tune with the times, what we call anachronistic. There were many sections which were anachronistic. Those sections have been taken out, and in their place new laws conforming to the current realities prevailing in the country have been incorporated. There is another aspect to that. Over the years, post-independence, our constitutional courts like High Court and Supreme Court, they have been dwelling on the interpretation of several laws, procedural laws, Evidence Act. So those reflections also constituted law, but those were scattered. Scattered in the sense, an advocate would easily know because he gets a reporter, law reporter, ILR, Indian Law Reporter, or SEC, Supreme Court cases volume. You see to the when you go to a lawyer's office, there are huge volumes lying. But we have to remember it in the memory. But those judgments, many of us were not aware, which had the strength of the law. So those judgments have also been incorporated in all the three laws. So therefore, these laws, like Akshat said, it is not just a cosmetic changes. Complete code has been drafted. It's a complete code in itself, and it conforms to the current realities, including the judicial interpretation, which constituted law. Several laws have also been added to that. For example, snatching. How do we register snatching? We used to combine theft and criminal force. So it was very difficult sometimes to prove in a court of law whether force was used first or whether the snatching was done first. So now snatching has become a substantive offense, and it will be easy for an investigating officer to collect the evidence and pilot it in a court of law. So chances are the conviction would also go up. And the Honorable Prime Minister said that now we are moving from Dand to Nyaya. That is because many new laws, many new sections have been incorporated. There are many women-centric sections, and then there are many procedural-oriented sections. And when we say Dand to Nyaya, that is now there is a provision in the law for forensic examination of every scene of crime. Earlier it was IO's discretion whether she wants to call a forensic team on the scene of offense or not. Now it is the legal mandate, statutory mandate, that a team has to be summoned to the scene of crime. Earlier we used to strengthen our case by videographing, but now every case has to be videographed, which has a certain years of punishment. So these laws will definitely go a long way in improving the criminal justice system. And in the run-up to today's day, we have done extensive work in this, in CCTNS, and even in the training of investigating officers. And to aid to your memory, a 50-section list has also been prepared, which are frequently used. Many of the investigators are aware that although the previous IPC comprised of 511 sections, but only 50 to 60 laws used to be applied, because there were many sections which conform to the older morality, public morality at that time. Law is nothing but a public morality cast in the form of a law. So therefore, now only those laws have been retained which are conforming to the current realities, and all those anachronistic sections have been deleted. So that way, now we will be able to better cover our defenses in the court of law. So with these words, I compliment you, I compliment people of Goa and compliment Indian people that now the laws enacted by Indian Parliament will be implemented in the country.